Hello YouTube and welcome back to the channel. Today I'll be making my predictions for the 2018 edition of SummerSlam. This card currently has 13 matches, and with the pre-show scheduled to start at 5 o'clock Eastern, this card will more than likely go 6+ hours, so we'll get on to our predictions. Match number 1 on our 3-match pre-show card is for the Cruiserweight Championship, where Cedric Alexander will defend his title against Drew Gulak. My pick to win here is Cedric Alexander to retain his Cruiserweight Championship. I feel like Cedric Alexander is going to hold on to this title for another couple months and then lose it to Leo Rush. Now on to match number 2. Match number 2 on the pre-show is a mixed tag match where Rusev and Lana will take on Andrade Cien Almas and Zelina Vega. My pick to win this match is the team of Andrade Cien Almas and Zelina Vega. I feel like they're going to win because this will start to lead to the end of Rusev Day, where he's teaming with Aiden English, where Lana pretty much becomes the manager again, and Rusev will take on Aiden English in the upcoming months. And maybe after this match, they'll shoot Andrade Cien Almas into that US title mix to where he can become US champion months down the road. Now on to match number 3 of the pre-show. Match number 3, our pre-show main event, is for the Raw Tag Team titles, where the B Team will defend their titles against the Revival. My pick to win here is the Revival to become the new Raw Tag Team champions. I think the Revival are going to win the tag team titles here because I feel like the Raw Tag division just needs to go in a whole new direction. With teams like the Authors of Pain waiting in the wings to get a chance for those tag titles, I feel like the Revival can make this tag division a lot better than it currently is, and maybe some new call-ups maybe from NXT can make this tag division a whole lot better and put it in a better state. Now on to the main card. Match number 1 on the main card is Finn Balor taking on the Constable Baron Corbin. My pick to win this match is Finn Balor. I feel like Balor should win this match because if he gets that win over Baron Corbin, this can prove that size can do anything here and doesn't put some people on the roster into a spot to where they can't win. This also will have someone on the roster having a win above an authority figure to hold above their head, and this could maybe lead Finn Balor to get back to where he was before his injury, where he was in that Universal title mix, or at the very least be one of the top contenders for the Intercontinental Championship. Now on to match number 2. Match number 2, the first Smackdown match on the card, is for the United States Championship, where Shinsuke Nakamura will be defending his title against Jeff Hardy. Going into this match, many people would probably think this will be a DQ finish where Randy Orton comes out and attacks Jeff Hardy. But if that doesn't happen, my pick to win here is Shinsuke Nakamura to retain his United States Championship. I think Nakamura will retain his title, more than likely with the help of Randy Orton, and then this could probably lead to a triple threat down the road, but it was up to me. I just want Shinsuke Nakamura to move on from these two and go on to something else. He can maybe move on to a program with Daniel Bryan depending on the outcome of the Miz match, or a potential call-up of Aleister Black if the NXT doesn't bring him back after his injury and after he was taken out. Now on to match number 3. Match number 3 is for the Smackdown Tag Team Championships, where the Bludgeon Brothers will defend their titles against the New Day. My pick to win this match and keep their Smackdown Tag titles is the Bludgeon Brothers. I think the Bludgeon Brothers will keep their tag titles here is because they've been on a roll lately of the smashing teams, and I think this will go on for another couple months, and then will more than likely lose their tag titles to either a new team or in a potential multi-person tag match, where it's 4 teams of, let's say, the New Day, the Usos, and the Bar, and then like the Usos pin the New Day to get the tag titles. So now on to match number 4. Match number 4 is for the Money in the Bank contract, where Braun Strowman will be putting his briefcase up against Kevin Owens. The stipulation going into this match is if Kevin Owens wins in any way, like if Braun gets DQ'd or counted out, he will get the Money in the Bank contract. There's a small part of me that thinks Kevin Owens will win this match and get the Money in the Bank contract with the stipulation thrown in, and maybe to lessen the fans thinking that someone's going to cash in, to where if Owens has the briefcase, they probably won't see him cashing in on Lesnar or Reigns, which is why my pick to win here is Braun Strowman. I'm picking Braun to win here because what would have been the whole point of him winning the Money in the Bank ladder match? To just lose it to Kevin Owens when they could have had Kevin Owens with the briefcase this whole time, just talking up how he's going to cash in and be the champion. I also think Braun winning will keep the speculation up that he'll cash in either that night against the winner of Reigns and Lesnar, or the night after the champions in the ring, and more than likely gets attacked by the guy who lost the night before. Or let's say if Lesnar wins and Heyman's out there talking, going, Brock's going to be leaving and going to the UFC with this Universal title, and then boom, Braun's music hits, he comes out, cashes in, and beats Lesnar that night on Raw. Another scenario could be Roman's in there going, he's conquered his yard and he's finally a champ. Braun cashes in, beats him that night, where he becomes the champion. Now on to match number 5. Match number 5 is between The Miz and Daniel Bryan. Going into this show, I slightly think that this match will be connected to the Smackdown title match, the WWE Championship match between AJ Styles and Samoa Joe. I could potentially see the winner of this match facing off with the winner of the other match at pay-per-views down the line for Smackdown. With that being said, my pick to win this match is Daniel Bryan. I feel like Daniel Bryan's going to win this match because with The Miz saying that Daniel has accomplished nothing since coming back from retirement, I feel like this will be his big win to shut The Miz up for now and then move on to better things, maybe a chance at the US title or maybe jumping up to go for the WWE Championship, the title that he never lost. I feel like this match will not be the end of the Miz-Daniel Bryan rivalry. It'll just be a closed chapter for now, but then later down the line, maybe at Survivor Series or maybe at the Royal Rumble where it looks like Daniel Bryan's about to win the Rumble, boom, the Miz pops up out of nowhere after already being eliminated and tosses Daniel Bryan out, which could lead to them going one-on-one for the #1 contendership to face whoever is the SmackDown champion going into WrestleMania. Now on to match number 6, which is for the Intercontinental Championship, which would put Dolph Ziggler defending his title against Seth Rollins, with Seth Rollins having Ambrose in his corner and Ziggler having Drew McIntyre in his. My pick to win this match is Seth Rollins to become the new Intercontinental Champion. I feel with Ambrose returning, this potentially could lead to a turn that night at SummerSlam, but I think a better way to do this is to leave Ambrose being with Rollins and with Reigns, maybe a mini Shield reunion, or maybe they all have gold except Ambrose and he starts to get jealous of it and then turns on both of them. I feel like the ending of the Intercontinental title match will be where Drew McIntyre gets involved, Ambrose makes the save, Ziggler is beside himself that, oh, my health just got taken out, turns around, eats a super kick from Rollins, and then Rollins hits the curb stomp. 1, 2, 3, new champion. This will lead to Ambrose and Rollins celebrating in the ring, and just the little seed planted that maybe Ambrose is going to do something, and then we just go on from there, and then nothing happens, but we always have that in the back of our mind where Ambrose could turn at any second. Match number 7 is a triple threat for the SmackDown Women's Championship, where Carmella will be defending her title against Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair. Going into SummerSlam this whole time, I thought this would be the moment where Becky Lynch is finally crowned the champion again, and she'll finally have conquered the mountain, where she's come up short in the past, and now she has finally conquered the mountain and is the champion of SmackDown again. But with this now being a triple threat match, my pick to win this is Charlotte Flair. I feel like Charlotte's going to win this title to get Becky more annoyed that, hey, I had a one-on-one chance, and then Charlotte got inserted in the match and then won, and she took what could have been mine away. This will then more than likely lead them to facing each other at the Evolution pay-per-view, to where I could see Becky Lynch finally beating Charlotte here and becoming the champion after all the challenges she had to go through to get there. Now on to match number 8 of the main card, which will be for the WWE Championship, where AJ Styles will defend his title against Samoa Joe. My pick to win this match is Samoa Joe to become the new WWE Champion. I feel like this is Joe's time to break through and become a champion in the WWE. With Joe getting in AJ's head that his family doesn't want him being champion anymore, this might screw AJ up to where he doesn't go for those killer instinct moves anymore, to where he hesitates and then Joe gets him, chokes him out, and wins the title. This then could lead to AJ maybe questioning if he still wants to wrestle anymore, to where maybe his family doesn't want him to do it. And maybe the dark AJ Styles from TNA could return here and show up in the WWE, to where AJ's kind of in this rut, he's losing a lot, he kind of screws up a lot, and then around maybe Rumble time, he could be one of the guys to look at, to where he'll change back in his Phenomenal One persona and win the Royal Rumble to go after Samoa Joe to regain his title, with his family right there rooting him on from the front row. Match number 9 is for the Raw Women's Championship, where Alexa Bliss will be defending her title against Ronda Rousey. My pick to win this match is Ronda Rousey to win the Raw Women's Championship. I feel like Ronda's going to win because WWE's added shenanigans to run. I don't feel like this match could end in a DQ or a countout without the fans revolting, and then we still have our main event to go. And I also believe Ronda winning will more than likely put her on one of the morning talk shows that Monday after winning the title, and then promoting Raw and promoting more WWE shows way down the line to make the WWE more into the public eye. If Ronda wins this title, this will have me wondering how WWE will use her down the road at the pay-per-views every month, where she will more than likely have to defend her title or else she'll be put into tag matches. We'll see how they'll handle this if she wins the title. Now on to match number 10, the main event of the evening, where Brock Lesnar will defend his Universal title against Roman Reigns for the 374th time. My pick to win this match and become the new Universal Champion is Roman Reigns. I feel like Roman's going to win this because he has to. After all these matches where he came up short in Saudi Arabia, we had the weird ending at WrestleMania, And at this point, if Roman loses again, he can't come out and say anything, and then will more than likely have to change his character. And as we've seen through these 3+ years of Roman Reigns, WWE will not change his character. So this means to me, he has to win the Universal title and beat Brock Lesnar. The one thing I think going into this match is that the fan reaction, if it's so crazy that it's deafening to where you could barely hear the commentary, that maybe Braun will cash in to send the fans home happy that, hey, Roman won, but he didn't leave with the title, and then this can maybe lead Roman into changing, which I highly doubt will happen. So that'll do it for my SummerSlam 2018 predictions. Leave your thoughts about SummerSlam in the comment section below. If you liked the video, hit the like button, and if you like what you see here, subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching.